America. It is me, Larry Jace, the big homie, however y'all want to look at it. Hey, hey, to my A team, 0386. Folks, y'all know who y'all are. What's happening? I'm here tonight chilling, man. I got a lot on my mind, a lot been going on in a good way. It ain't been no bad thing. It's just, it ain't nothing about me today. It's all about everybody else. It's all about the news, everything that's been happening in the news lately. You know, it's been a lot happening. Yeah, have y'all caught up lately? Oh, by the way, y'all know Pup Daddy was arrested. That's one part of it. They took old P hotel, chilling over there. You know, he had some type of arrangement set up, sticking close to what was happening. But the Alphabet boys came and got him the FBI's. You know, United States Assistant Attorney. Oh, I know about the feds. I done been there, Pup Daddy. So, you know, one thing about the feds, they very strict. They got sentencing guidelines. They go by the book. So, you know, you got a ride, son. You got a ride coming. And one thing about the feds, they take it to court tomorrow. So, you know, he's going to see the magistrate within 24 hours. That's just the way the federal system is set up. You deal with the sentencing guidelines. You deal with the, you know, it's a lot going on. So you got a little ride coming, Puff. So, you know, be prepared. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you? I mean, you running around slapping females like it ain't nothing. So, you know, deal with it, man. Shit, you know, deal with it. That's one part of it. I don't know all that you've been dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know you're on some queer shit. I know you're a bandit. You know what I'm saying? With all this stuff is like, you know, I'm the type of person, I'm all about truth. The big homie, one thing on the big homie podcast, I'm all about truth. I'm all about real. I don't spread no rumors. I rock with what's the news has put out there. That's been unfiltered down and unfiltered out, and you know, the realness came out. It's been quite a while. This story's been out, so we know that this dude is, you know, labeled with the LBGQ community, which I ain't. I don't want y'all coming at me. You know, shit. But he's a queer. He's a queer, straight up. So you know, however he labels himself within the umbrella of the Rainbows coalitions or whatever it is, they PC'd up. I mean, I don't actually. I ain't never been in fairs in New York, but I've been in fairs in the fairs, uh, 18 months in MDC, Los Angeles. You know, a lot of people come through there, different cases and stuff. You're going, end up going to the feds, bank robbery, just to let y'all know a little backstory about myself. I said I wouldn't talk about me, but how can I not talk about me? You know, but yeah, we had a little bank robbery. I mean, I just let you know I'm not perfect. I done fucked up in life too. But none of that shit he's on, that weirdo's on, slapping females up, knocking them down, tripping in the middle of fag shit. Come on, man. But hey, puppy, that's your prerogative. Do what you want to do, but you got to deal with them feds now. So deal with that. Uh, I know he's been dealing with him and his lawyers and them been sticking tight with the, you know, they've been cooperating. So we'll see if they give him bail. We'll see if they give him bail. In my case, they labeled me as a flight risk, and I ain't been nowhere. Well, I've been through a few states. I jumped on a few airplanes when I caught my Fed case previously before catching it, but man, I ain't been nowhere but right here at the United States, few states, Denver, you know, Arizona, Tennessee, a couple of things, but they labeled me as a flight risk when I caught my case. It was like, bail, it ain't gonna happen. We're gonna see what happened with P. Diddy. We're gonna see if he end up getting bail based on him sympathizing. I mean, not sympathize, based on him cooperating. Maybe I didn't get bail because I didn't do no cooperation. Because I went to trial, end up getting 14 years in the feds, and you know I took my 100 chin like real ones do. Because guess what? I ended up putting myself in a situation, and I did. And it's like I'm not finna go telling nobody. I'm not finna go say this person done this, and that. But that's a whole nother story. Let me get back to the news. The news is going on throughout the United States right there because The stuff I'm talking about when I went to prison, that was way back in '93. That's over with. Disclaimer. We can talk all about the bank robbery, how we went up in there and done this and this and that, but we ain't not doing that here. We talking about Puff Daddy. We talking about a couple other different subjects, man. We got they took a pop shot at Donald Trump. Boy, they gonna end up killing Trump. Boy, Trump, what's up with your people, your Secret Service team? You need to fire them, motherfucker. Man, you need to fire your Secret Service team because guess what, man? It's twice. This is twice in 2 months they didn't try to take your life, son. I mean, I don't know if it stays. I mean, I was at work today. I've been at work putting in a little time, and a couple of people around the job, we was talking it out, and they make it seem like it was staged, like it was a performance. Well, I don't know, man, if that's really what happened. I didn't, I followed the story a whole lot, but I take a peek at it because me, I'm a guy that want to know what's going on. The big homie, crazy as you might think I am, crazy as the things I've done in life in the past. I got a little intelligence. I got a little intellect up there, if you will. But yeah, man, like I said, there's been a lot going on in the news. They took a shot at, well, they didn't take a shot at him, but the boys hiding out in the bushes trying to get at Trump. It wasn't no shots fired. It was really, get that up on my YouTube, girl. I don't want none of that going on. At any rate, man, Trump, I don't know. If he gonna make it, man, that's twice, man. They say 3 times a charm, man. I mean, but in the world of politics, it is like a sticky business. It is like been turned into like a gangster world these days. Politics is a gangster world, man. So it's like Trump, you got to watch yourself, man. You got to be out there to, get the right team, man. You talking about firing people, fire the people. You always talking about you fired, man. Get rid of that. Get rid of your people, man. Because guess what, Trump, they gonna end up smacking you, man. And I don't know how the election gonna go then. Who gonna step up then? And what they gonna shift the VP to you? And he gonna run be the president. And they're gonna grab some other person, and it's just gonna be crazy because I don't really think Carmela's gonna win. But Carmela, you've been doing your thing. You've been closing up. You've been closing the gap up. I see you've been doing. This is the closest, tightest election that they have had. But I've been doing a little facts finding on both candidates, if you will, because as much as y'all might think, as much as I might favor Donald Trump, which I do, I ain't gonna lie, I favor Donald Trump over her because I've seen him run the country. I've seen him be the president. I've seen him in action. I ain't seen nothing that Carmela done, but we all know the story with her, man. Lock him up. Mass incarceration. Throw away the key. Get rid of him. Top cop of California. Ha 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 ha. Always laughing. Have you came up with a name for her yet? I wonder. Laughing Carmela, maybe. But all I'm saying is, Trump, man, you got to get you some right people because they right there on the scene where you at, man. These people right here, man. The dude could have served, man. That's twice you could have got served, man. I mean, I'm just a regular old guy in the street. I've had a couple of attempts on my life too, if you will. I mean, I've been shot twice. You had a couple of them skinned. I've been actually plugged a couple of times doing this bullshit I've been doing with life. Called gangbang, cripping on the street. But you as a president, man, they supposed to have a little bit more respect for you, man. What's up, Trump? You gonna clean the swamp, get rid of some of the people? We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting to see what do Donald Trump do with his crew of Secret Service from this point on because, man, they've been real sloppy over there, man. Dudes landing in bushes, dudes on top of roofs from close proximity, putting in work. I mean, god damn, man, what's happening, Trump? Pull yourself together, man. I don't want to, man, I don't want to see nobody get served. I don't even want to see Carmela get served. I ain't gonna lie. She claims she's a sister. Well, everybody claims she's a sister, but I ain't never heard her say that she was black. I heard her say that she was a couple other races, but it seemed like She's using it to her advantage. And a lot of people was rocking with her, obviously. But I got to do some facts finding. I heard her mention something about the GDP had went. What did she say? It decreased by increased by 3%. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna talk about the GDP. I'm gonna study that facts a little bit. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But at the end of the story, I know that it was a fabricated lie. It was a spin, a twist put on it when it came to the GDP, making movements and stuff like that. And it's like I was looking at a little podcasts. I look at a couple of podcasts of other people and see what they got going on, and especially with the politics, because it's like it's entertainment. Why not know about it? Why not tap into it? But I still ain't found nothing that favor me to want to go with her. And I've been trying to find a way. I've been giving her opportunity to want to rock with her, in spite of her, the mass incarceration. Because, of course, I'm going to have some bias behind, the prison mass incarceration situation, because I was incarcerated for nearly 20 years. I've been in both state and federal custody, and I already know the crimes that I did not justify the time that I did based on other people's crimes, other racist crimes and stuff like that. It just didn't add up. So it's like, why am I doing all this time? I need to get this little time. And really, it's just all about the color of your skin, you know what I'm saying? So she was very unfair with that, among other things. But like I said, I keep giving opportunity. I keep looking for ways. I'm chiming in. I'm looking for more. They need to have another debate. I know this is probably not going to be another debate, but there need to be another debate so we can, find out a little bit more. Do you think she can be a good president, especially when it comes down to war? Man, I don't think so. When it comes to war, Carmela, she gonna fold like a blanket. But you know what? It ain't gonna really be about her, because she's not the one that's making the decisions when it comes to, especially in the war, especially when it comes to these nuclear bombs and stuff they got over here in the cut and all this. When it's come to them going over there or military, I mean, she a puppet, man. We know the story. Even Obama, he didn't have no power to make no moves like he really wanted to do, because he didn't do nothing for us either. Let the truth be told. But let me calm down. I'm not here to beat up the president. But we are talking politics, though. Obama, I mean, he didn't really do nothing for black folks. What he could have did. Even Carmela, this is what we ought to do as black people. We need to hold Carmela foot to the fire. Make her agree to do something for us. Why not be in the form of reparation? Pay us. It's a good time to do it. I mean, you've been in office for what? 3 years? What have you done, sweetie? What have you done but laid in the cut? Look at the border, man. This border didn't got off the... Man, oh, my God. This border, with all these people, foreigners coming in our country and stuff, man, this didn't really got off the chain. I mean, we see it personally over here on the east side, man. Right here in South Park, man. I seen about 30 people walking, I'm like, where y'all from? We trying to communicate with them. They don't even want to talk to us. It's like, and this is like, we the bad guys over here. Oh, what, y'all don't want to even talk to us? And these are women. These are females. And probably it probably was like 30 of them, probably like 25 walking in the row. And I was like, hey, where y'all from? It's probably like a group of us, probably like around 8 of us. We trying to communicate. And they didn't want nothing to do with it. I guess probably their man's probably got them trained up to talk to the guys, And I ain't gonna lie, man, they from a whole another country, so they women is, they voluptuous type of women, nice women. So the guys are very, very attracted to the women. So, dudes was just trying to communicate, hey, what's up? They like, nah. They didn't want nothing to do with us. We had to go get all in their face to try to figure out, like, well, who is y'all? Where y'all from? The one lady, she like, we from Ecuador, I believe she said. And I'm like, okay, well, we just trying to be, let y'all know that what's happening. But even though they spoke a whole another language and stuff, but shit, some of us spoke Spanish too, because they were speaking Spanish. But the bottom line is, Carmela, K. Harris, that was your job. That was your only position to take care of that border, maintain it. But guess what? Trump said he's gonna keep the walls going. He said day one that he gonna go down there and put a check on the borders and make it to where everybody come through here legally, and that's cool. If he do it, it's good. But I ain't mad at nobody coming through the borders. They doing their thing, but I think it just need to be orderly because guess what? If there's too many people around, I mean, it's just too much space. It's just we gotta regulate this thing, man. I mean, I've even heard people. I was looking at a podcast just yesterday. The people in Chicago are really complaining about this too. We think we're dealing with this problem too. They dealing with it too, man. I'm talking about even people, foreigners that have been here for 30 years. They had I seen a whole committee set up. They had a whole committee set up, man. They was complaining about it. The mayor and everybody was right there, man. They was chopping them up. Like, man, we want these people up out of here, man. So it's like, these are issues, man. There's a lot going on in this country right now. So this election right here, it's a lot that is riding on it with these politicians. And, we play a part of it. We're in the middle of it. But if we don't hold their feet to the fire, who is going to be the ones that make them do that anyway? I'm going to tell you one thing about the black vote. Our vote, whether we know it or not, is very important. Whether we know it or not is very important. It's going to take for either politicians that have at least 80, probably a little bit more, 85%, 80% of our votes to win. So they mean that they got to persuade 80% of us to roll with them either way, our votes, in these different swing states or whatever. So, man, let's make them hold their feet to the fire. I wish we had somebody that can make them do it because we don't have no good representation to even go present this to these people. Who we gonna have go do it? Al Sharpton, good snitching cell, FBI agent, Jesse Jackson. Nah, we ain't having none of them do that. So, man, there's a lot going on in terms of politics, and it's like, man, where do we win? Where did the black vote win? They always mention vote, 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 vote. I've been hearing it all year, but who do we vote for? What do our vote mostly count, if any? So, that's... What'd you say, baby girl?
That really count, the black vote?
The black vote really count, man.
Are they really counting?
What they doing with these votes, man? I'm starting to think like Trump, man. They starting to fake with the, man, some of these votes, where they going? Where they going to? I mean, we gonna see though. This election is
more and more people more and more black people is coming to Trump.
Oh yeah, people are starting to come to Trump though. A lot of people are starting to come to Trump. But I seen one thing in the polls, just going back to the GDP. I was looking at the inflation and all this stuff, that deal with the gross domestic products, the GDP. I was looking at Trump numbers was low. His numbers was like, I think 1.3. He had GDP that low compared to Carmela and them had theirs at like 5.9% or something like that. So it was like a big difference. So Trump really had the economy in check when he was in order, when he was up in there. He really screamed out a lot because he can really say that because he really did it. And it's like, we were talking about. I was headed to work this morning. Me and one of my coworkers, and we were talking about. I asked him. I said, "Man, you think Trump is a racist?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What makes you think he's racist?" I mean, because even if you say some, here's the thing, and y'all can help answer this question for me, y'all. Do you feel that a person is racist because they don't like this person or that person who happen to be opposite race from them? In other words, if it was a white guy right here and me and him had some disagreement, for whatever reason it may be, does that make me a racist because I don't like him? Or does it make me a racist if the conversation become racist? This is my opinion on it. If this dude right here is a person that is heavily into his race and thinks that he should win with everything, and his race is this and this race is that and this and that, and F blacks, F this, and niggas this, and niggas that, in a discriminatory type way, and don't like my race. I don't like yours either. But it's really about not liking you. It ain't really about the race, because I'm racist against racism. Put it like
He's racist.
I don't think he's racist because
He just speaks his mind.
he
So,
speaks his mind. Yeah, that's not gonna make me think he's racist, because even if he like I said, if it was a brother right here, or if it was another race, if he just happened to get into it with him, and he just, I mean, I don't think that make a person racist. Now if you get to talking about, oh, you nigga this and that, hold up, man.
but
It's like,
Diane is just as racist.
but a lot of white people use that word, but it's like when you use it in that content, it's like some drunk. Put it like this: you know a racist when you run across one. You know the conversation of one. You know the way they act. It's like, their whole demeanor toward the whole race, the whole section is just horrible. It's just like everything is all bad, So I can identify with a person that's actually racist. Me personally, just intuitively, I would know that. And just from seeing this dude, and from knowing people that know him personally, I mean, even though they may seem crazy, I was talking to the dude. That's true. We were going to work, and he was like, "Yeah, Carmela, this." I like, man, I don't know these people like that. I was on a picture with Carmela. Me and her hung out once for a short period of time. I don't know her, but I know somebody that personally knows Donald Trump, and then done business with her. Fed partner. Man, I'm a Fed dude. I done been to the Fed, so I know some people in some high levels, some high class folks. That for whatever reason was end up in prison. But my boy was like, man, Trump personally, and I believe the dude. But as far as the election, vote who you gonna vote for, do your thing, but just dig into the candidates, just dig into their backgrounds, just see where they're from, just see what they've been through, see what their plan is going forward, and see what their plan is to help us as a whole. But what really ticked me off about this, and I'm gonna move forward to this. I'm gonna move forward past this after this last thing that I mentioned. When Carmela mentioned the fact that she's like, I'm not gonna do nothing for no one race because y'all black and this and that. But you have all these other initiatives set up just for other races, specifically Chinese, for Mexicans, for immigrants, for specific races. But when it comes to us being specific, you don't want to set a specific standard and make something just available for us. And okay, I know people always say, oh, y'all always want something. Y'all feel like y'all got this and that coming. So what? We do. This is a rich country. I mean, this is a great country that's full of resources, and they winning and succeeding in life. And why can't they citizens have a little bit of the pie that they help, be a part of, or at least our
people look at her.
People did. Our generation did. We got 500 years of slavery, man. This is a lot of generations. 500 years. This is over 16 generations of people that were incarcerated, that was captive, that was locked down, that went through pain, suffering, that was beat down, that was killed, thrown in the water, ocean, that was sold, man. It was our peoples, man. We went through a lot, man, and we still have a negative effect on this. Right today, we're suffering as a result of this. And the cool thing about it, they got current companies right now that's currently in business, insurance companies and all kind of other companies that was active back then, that are still active, that can be proven that they had business with slave owners, insuring slaves and stuff like that. That's just one little element that, they still making money on that. So it's like, come on, man. I made a lot of money on the backs of us, man. I mean, it's just a lot going on, man. That's just a few things in the news, couple of things in the news. And also, man, I want to give out man, I want to give out a condolence to my boy Tito, man, Tito Jackson. Not only him,
Yeah, that was sad.
man, Tito passed. Man, just passed on us, man. I believe it was Monday, wasn't it? Tito passed. Uh, Frankie Beverly passed. Rest in peace, Frankie Beverly, man. You know, a lot of great entertainers of the world, man. Just, you know, just moving on, man. Earl Jones, man.
Yeah.
Man, classic, man. Them dudes, man, Mahogany and all, you know, man, them dudes they was a part of some great films, man. Star Wars. I mean, come on, man. Them dudes really are, you know, some uh, great people of our races, great brothers, man. And they passed on, you know. So, you know, shout out to Frankie Beverly, uh, shout out to Tito Jackson, shout out to Earl Jones, man. Legends of the black community, and we really appreciate the work that y'all put in. Uh, y'all done that, man. So we gotta pay homage to that. I seen Frankie Beverly in just one concert in his career, man. Just one concert, man. It was in, I believe it was in Denver, Colorado. This is back probably in the 90s, like in the early, probably 80s. Man, I'm thinking they're gonna come out there with a, you know, suit on and all this. Came right out there, just like I am right now, sweats. You know, had on this sweatpants, sweat jacket, had the little do do. You know, he was doing his thing, man. I'm like, man, it was just live, great, amazing music that he's given us for years. I mean, you know, we have to take our hats off to this brother, man. You know, why not? When you look at it, you know, he done some great work. Even Tito Jackson, he was part of some great production too, man. Dancing Machine with Michael Jackson. You remember that? He's a dancing. I don't, man, Tito Brown done his thing, man. What's the other cut they got? Man, they got many cuts, man. You know Jackson 5. I'll be there. Man, they got cuts. Jackson 5 had many cuts, man. Tito Brown was a great, Tito Jackson, excuse me. Tito Jackson, I'm sorry about that. You know, y'all know when I get out of work, I'm the big homie. I'm smoking my trees. I'm having me a little beer. I'm gonna relax. So, you know, hey.
Who's Tito Brown now?
I don't know. I keep thinking about Tito Brown. But, no, man, Tito Jackson, man. Rest in peace, Tito Jackson. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson, Frankie Beverly, as well as Earl Jones, man. Solid dudes, man. And one more thing I want to talk about before I leave. You know, we got a gang truce right here. It seemed like it's starting to spearhead for a moment. What was that? Somebody trying to hit me up? Oh, matter of fact, this my folks. I got to take this call. Well, look, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short because I need to holler at this my home girl in the joint. This the home girl up in here. I can't leave her hanging because we got a little business. Princess. But we're going to hold that thought. We're going to get back into the gang talk next time because I got to, hold on. Damn it. Hey, answer this for me, baby. Yeah. Tell her to hold on real quick. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. I need to highlight Princess. We got a couple things to communicate about. But y'all be good. Take care. And I'm going to see you at the top, from the top. But don't forget about that stage performance I got working too with this Gangsta J project. Peace Treaty is what it's all about. Stage performance is going to be based on this right here. Y'all stay with it. Stay active. Stay dangerous. But stay focused. Y'all be good. Until next time, this is the big homie. I'm out of here. And we're going to get this peace thing going in a minute. We're going to get it turned up. The next conversation we talk about on here is going to be about the gang truce, peace treaty that's happening here in L.A. It's bubbling up, y'all. It's coming. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully it really takes place. But, you know, I'm going to be optimistic about that. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm out. I'm the big homie.